think it's the wrong decision. I think it's been taken too early.
We can't be in lockdown forever. Like, everything kind of has to move on.
I don't think it's wrong to lift the restrictions now. I think perhaps the foolish point would be to allow people the right to choose, because sometimes when you allow people the right to choose, it's the foolish people that then, make bad decisions, and that affects everybody else.
We know that weather brings people out, and we know that there is going to be lots of crowds. I was driving close to National History Museum recently, and the queue in there was just horrendous. It was about 200 people standing outside next to each other.
We don't look for a police state to police you, but people also should do some steps.
The data evidently is showing that there is an increasing trend in transmission rates. Even though hospitalisation is staying relatively stagnant, I do think that there is an element of, we will see more people getting it, and there will be heightened cases.
I think it would be better, if the restrictions were lifted maybe in a couple of weeks or, a month or two.
I did hear that it's mandatory for people to use masks on London transport, and I can assure you that it's not being adhered to at all.
If I was on the train and somebody wasn't wearing a mask, I felt I could say, if the mask was here, would you mind putting the mask on? Now, that isn't open to me.
I've heard from somewhere that currently more people are dying from the cold and the flu rather than compared to COVID as a percentage. So in terms of that, I feel like if we don't do it now, it's just going to be one of those things that we're not going to ever get to do.
Bojo is committed to not pedalling back, but what can you say? He's ballsed it up so far, excuse my French.
I would imagine there'll be an element of us having to take some more precautions in certain areas. I think it'd be very difficult now for us to go back into a form of national lockdown. I think that it would cause absolute uproar.
I'm hoping that if people are being vaccinated, it will mean that people aren't being hospitalised, which then means hopefully come September, when we have a third wave, we're not going back into lockdown again.
If we all do our bit, then we'll get through this quicker.